guys, so today we're going to be talking about time management, and we're going to overview what it means, how to do it, and just give it an overview of the things I do to manage my time effectively. Um, so let's get started. So as most of you guys know, I study online. So what this means is I have to teach myself the lectures the professor puts out, which most of the time are in writing, and I have to take notes on them, revise them to make sure I understand exactly what the professor wants me to learn. Then I have to do homework. Besides that, then there are tests that I have to study for, and chores I have to do around the house, and organize. As you can see, I have a ton of stuff here which is not supposed to be here. So I gotta organize my time effectively so that I can do every single thing when it's supposed to, and making sure I have priorities, so I do the most important things first and then leave whatever is less important for the end. Now, I also do part-time work for Middlesex, and I try helping you guys with anything I find helpful for you. Um, I do try to go into one-on-one video calls with you guys, but I notice most of the time um, we can't find things to talk about that much, or we feel that we're doing okay, and we just want to keep going. So what I do is I try making these videos, and I got my YouTube channel up, where I try to teach you guys skills that I've learned through college, and that have helped me to be successful academically. All right, so time management. So time management, what it means is pretty much managing, as it says the word, and supervising the time you spend doing activities on a daily basis. So this means making a schedule of your morning routine. Like, let's say you definitely need to wake up, go for a coffee, and then go for a walk or a run. So that's going to be the first part of your schedule, if we would say it that way. And then you're going to be building up your entire week based on the things that you need to do, you want to do, and anything else in between, because there's always things that come up, so you do have to leave room for miscellaneous events or accidents or whatever it is. Alright guys, so I'm going to give you guys a couple examples of how to manage your time. There's different ways you can manage your time. There's a bazillion things you can do to better manage your time. What you need to look out for is what works for you. So I'll give you guys an example. So there's applications you can use. You can do it on a physical piece of paper. You can do sticky notes on things you see daily. For example, your phone, you put a sticky note on your phone before you go to bed. So once you wake up, you know that there's something you need to do. So those are just a couple examples, but you do need to see what works for you, because for me personally, I don't like applications. I don't like to use apps to manage my time. I just think they waste a little bit of time that I can use for doing something else. What I like doing is doing it physically on a paper, or writing it in a board of some sort. For me, that's just how it works for me the best. And something I also do is do reminders or alarms on my phones. So for example, if I have an interview, let's say Friday at 8 p.m., I would make an alarm on my phone at 7, saying you have an interview at 8, get ready. So I'll make sure to be ready by 8. Um, and I will also do like a reminder the day before, just so I can prepare for the interview, make sure I go over the questions that I might be asked, go over my resume, and just prepare myself for whatever can come up on the interview. But yeah, so it takes planning. But the example I wanted to give you guys is pretty much doing a structure of your week, breaking it down day by day, and making sure you know what is most important for you. Um, but I'll show you guys on my computer. Let's go there. All right, guys. So here is what the weekly schedule looks like. Um, the structure I was talking to you guys about was specifically this, where you have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then Friday, broken down by different sections, which could be time frames, or classes. As you can see here, they broke it down by math, science, history, um, literature, fine arts, and just notes. So you can break it down by the time, like let's say from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. And then that's where you're going to be doing like most of your work. And then whatever time before or after 8 or 5, it's your free time. So you could do it that way, and just make this schedule based on the time you're going to be using for assignments or work or whatever you want to use it for. But you should definitely keep something similar to this in your phone or on a piece of paper. So this is based from Word. I'm going to show you guys exactly where I got that weekly assignment sheet. So here we're going to go into new. Once you go into Word, and here you're going to be able to find a lot of different things that you can use, not just for your weekly assignments, but for the whole month, or whatever you kind of want to do. Um, Word has a lot of templates where you can just go in, fill it in with your own stuff, and make it your own. But I'll show you guys how I found mine. So this weekly assignment sheet, you just type in weekly, and so mine was right here, weekly assignment sheet. But there are different ones that you can use. So this is morning, evening, and then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then this person just puts in the assignments or whatever he needs, depending on if it's morning or if it's evening. So you can break it down by different ways. The one I was using, this one, breaks it down by the classes, different classes, and the days. And then in between, well, he just writes down, what's going to be done for each class, what days. There's also this one where same thing, breaks down by days, and then just does the different sections of each day. And here he has notes. So as you can see, there's different ways you can do it. There's no really a specific way of doing it. It's just what fits and what works best for you. This is another way. This one also breaks down by classes and by the days. So whatever works for you, stick with that. If you don't like any of these, you can just do schedule. And there's a couple more here. And if these are not of your liking,
you could also use Canva. Canva is another software similar to Word where you can find a lot of templates that you can make them your own, and it's free. There's some templates that you might not be able to use if you don't have the membership or whatever, but they also have a lot of free templates that they you can just go in and use them. So those are some of the ways you can create your own template, your own schedule for the week. If you don't like this way and you kind of want to do it more how I do it, which I pretty much just grab a piece of paper. Um, I'll show you. Well, it doesn't have whiteboard. We'll use paint. So what I do is I grab a piece of paper. I break it down by the days. And that's supposed to be an R, by the way. Anyways, so I do this. And then here I do the time, which would be 8 a.m., which I wake up. And the last hour I'm going to be working is 5 p.m. So anything after 5 p.m., I am not available. It's going to be just my time. And then anything between 8 and 5, I'm going to be doing work. Well, this thing is hard to control, man. I'll tell you. And I don't know, you had a homework at 9 that you wanted to do. So 9, you have homework here, and then you're gonna do another homework for a different class. Tuesday, I got another homework for a different class on Wednesday, and then I'm gonna be doing tests and studying right after I finish the homeworks. So, uh, test, we'll study then test, but um, you know what I mean. All right, and then you could say the lectures. I did them as soon as I woke up, or um, because you do have to do the lectures before you can even do the homework or study or do the test. So I forgot to write that one in, but lectures, it would probably be the first thing here. And then you would do homework, test, and study. And for me, this kind of fills up all the way up till probably like 3 p.m. Um, and then mostly every day I do 2 hours of work for you guys. So here to here, I most of the time I do around 2 hours here, and then some days where I finish sooner because I do have classes that probably take me like 3 hours to finish. So I would be from 8 to 11, and I'll take 11 till like 5 or 3, just doing work for you guys, which would be these videos or articles or whatever it is. But yeah, so this is how I break down my week, and I recommend you guys do something similar to this because it's just very simple and it's going to keep you guys on track with anything you have to do, even if it's not homework or lectures or test or studying, even if you just use it for work. Like let's say you just want to break down your week by your work schedule. Um, so you work on Thursday afternoon. So this is gonna be all busy. So you only have this section to do homework or study or whatever. Um, so that's how you guys can break it down. your weeks, and I recommend you guys do something similar. It really does help you guys. At least for me, it saved me a lot of time, and it allowed me to get pretty good grades because I remembered to do everything when it was supposed to do. I didn't miss any due dates. Um, I didn't have to turn anything late. So um, it definitely works. So try it out, and I'll be checking in with you guys to see if you guys are already doing some type of time management, or if you guys need some help with it. But that's gonna wrap it up for today. I'll see you guys on the next video.